to process something with you, and if you can relate or if you've had any of these experiences, please share with me. If you have any insight into what I may be experiencing or have experienced, please educate me. Let's see. Where do I start? Okay, when I was a child, I can't tell you how old, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know, but definitely a child, I used to lay on my bed. This wasn't morning, this wasn't night, this was like middle of the day, okay? I would just be laying there, and in my mind, I would see these brown and multicolored kaleidoscope images. My head did not hurt. It did feel a little like it was pulsating, but it wasn't painful. And I would just sit there and enjoy the images in my mind. And sometimes I would just go lay down and see if I can access them again. I didn't get any messages. I didn't hear any sounds. I was just able to focus my mind in a way where it would take me straight there, and it became like a game to me. The best I can describe it is when you're looking at those optical illusions, those images where if you squint your eyes just right, you can see the message in all the dots or the picture, or you could see that it's saying something. That's kind of how I would tweak my mind to see these things. As I got older, I just completely forgot that I ever even did that. And I don't even know why I used to do that. As an adult, like late 20s, early 30s, and beyond, I guess. And it doesn't happen as often now. Every now and then it still does. It isn't happening as frequently. But it did. It started in my probably late 20s, early 30s, and it just progressed and got worse and worse and worse until my early 40s. And just within the last year, it is finally not happening as much. Maybe last 2 years. And what started happening is I started feeling electricity in my brain, right? That's the best I can describe it. Electric. It doesn't hurt. The best I can describe it is like when you open a soda and you see all the bubbles fizzing to the top, like the carbonation. It kind of felt like carbonation bubbling in my brain. And every now and then when I'd get a massage and I would say, oh, it hurts right there near my spine, and the massage therapist would touch my spine, wherever it hurt, it would loosen this electrical wave up my spine and into my head, and then just disappear. This started happening really frequently in the morning when I would wake up for the day. Mostly in the morning, and I started realizing it was associated with different areas in my spine. I talked to someone and they said, oh, only one person my whole life, okay, has ever said, yeah, I feel that too. That person had fibromyalgia, right? Okay. Coincidentally, I have also been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, but no one knows what the fuck fibromyalgia is really, right? Not even the neurologist could tell me what what this fucking electricity is in my brain or in my body or my spine. And they diagnosed me with parophagia, which is just abnormal sensations throughout the body, which is just fucking fibromyalgia, right? I did more research within like Google spiritual community, just like Googling electricity and brain or any wording that I could get an answer from. And what some say is, oh, that's just your spirit traveling at night and coming back and getting back into your body. That's what you're feeling. And most recently, I was watching a talk, like a podcast, and someone said during a channeling that they started feeling this pulsating in their head, like they were starting to see the kaleidoscope stuff again. And I was like, wait a minute, that's what I used to feel. And that's what kind of brought up the memories of what I used to feel when I was a child. I do get migraines still with that pulsating kaleidoscope effect. Probably like once a week, once every 2 weeks. And I have gotten migraines my whole life. And obviously, yeah, I wear glasses. So glasses help. But it doesn't completely explain why they're happening. And then the ear ringing that I get sometimes as well. So all these things, they have, I guess, scientific explanations to a certain point and spiritual explanations to a certain point. I'm just not sure exactly what they are, what they mean. And because I have been watching a lot of people channeling and talking about their experiences, I'm kind of wondering, well, if that were the case for me, if I were a channel, I haven't had the same experiences as other people. Like, I don't feel like I have to, like, be taken over by an entity to give a message at all. I have, however, had times where I say things to people and they happen to be true. And then later, I'm like, why did I say that, right? So I feel like something is just kind of taken over my mouth and my mind, and I'm just doing it. But I've never thought that it wasn't me. I have thought, oh crap, you did that again. Why'd you do that? But now I'm starting to realize that maybe I have almost always just had this natural ability for, I don't know what to call it, the divine spirit to speak through me, just like naturally. It just always happens. I don't go into like a meditative phase. I don't even know it's happening. I have noticed, well, when I was younger, like my early 20s, it would happen more often, like if I had alcohol or something to drink. And that's why I didn't understand, and I thought, oh, it's just because I'm drunk or something. I'm just being stupid. But they weren't stupid things. Like, I could look at somebody or feel them and know exactly where they were and what they were feeling, and then I would just tell them and give them the message, whatever the message was. I realize now that maybe I needed to be a little more laid back, to not be freaked out about it. But now when I do it, I'm completely sober, and I do it all the time. But I've just come to I guess analyze it and accept it as just a part of my personality, a part of who I am. And again, I don't know if that's accurate or not. Am I, and are there just walking channels and messengers. They're just constantly open to give messages. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think.